Welcome back, students. In the previous video, we have learned the introduction to participles, kinds of participles, and the present participle. Now, we are going to learn the second participle, that is past participle. Past participle. Past participle is the third form of the verb. You know, the verb has three forms: present form, past participle form. For the convenience of the students, the teachers say V1, V2, V3. So that is the V3, third form. V means verb. The third form of the verb is past participle. See, the past participle is a form of a verb. Okay, using the past participle, two sentences can be joined or combined. So on past participle, the students will be asked to write an answer to a question in paper 1 of English. So that is why the students are instructed and explained as to how the past participle plays a key role, a vital role in combining or joining two sentences. Okay, let us know a brief introduction to this past participle. Past participle is the third form of the verb or a form of a verb. Now the second one, it combines or it joins two sentences. Of these two sentences, one sentence is in passive voice. You know, passive voice. One sentence is in passive voice, other sentence is other than passive in any order. Okay, while combining the two sentences, while joining the two sentences, you observe these three things. Number one, there are two sentences that the students are given in examination. Of those two sentences, two are independent sentences. Two are independent or two main clause sentences. Okay, each sentence has its own subject. There are two subjects. The two subjects have the same person as the subject. Okay, the subject of the first sentence and the subject of the second sentence, both are the same. That is, two subjects refer to same person. Okay, that is the first point you remember. And the second one is, while combining the two sentences using past participle, remove the be form. The be form, because one of the sentences is in passive voice, so remove or avoid the be form while beginning the answer, while writing the answer. Okay, this is the second point you remember. And the third one is write the subject in the second sentence. So don't start the answer with the subject of the sentence. Instead of that, you start the answer with V3 and write the subject of the first sentence at the beginning of the second sentence. These are the 3 points you need to remember. If you observe carefully these 3 points, then you have understood the topic past participle. Look at the examples. First example, Kalam was encouraged by his teacher. This is one sentence. Full stop. He became a scientist. Full stop. So in the first sentence, subject is Kalam. In the second sentence, subject is he. Here he is Kalam. So two subjects of the two sentences refer to the same person. So that is why we begin the answer, as I said, we begin the answer with the past participle V3. So encouraged is V3. Encouraged. Because this is already in third form of the verb. Remember, this V form plus V3 is used in all passive voices. Whatever the tense it is, irrespective of the tense, in passive voice, the verb is always in the third form, that is past participle. So this is a B form. This is B form. We remove this B form, begin the answer with encouraged. This is the V3. So encouraged by his teacher, comma, encouraged by his teacher, comma. Here the subject is Kalam. Here the name, proper noun is used. Here pronoun is used. So we write the proper noun because the proper noun is given in the first sentence. Kalam became a scientist. So these two sentences are joined by using past participle, that is V3 of the main verb. And the second example, he was recognized by his boss, full stop. He got an appreciation letter, full stop. So in the second example, subject is he here, and here subject is he. Two subjects refer to same person. So again we begin the answer with V3 of recognized. Recognized is V3. Recognized. Okay, recognized by his boss, comma, he got an appreciation letter, because there is no name here. Subject is he, here also he, so that's why we have written he. If the name of this subject is mentioned in the first sentence, then we take the same name, that is proper noun. So otherwise we can write the pronoun as it is. Okay, third example, she was born in London, full stop. She became the citizen of the UK, full stop. Two sentences, same subject, two subjects of refer to same person. So born in London, comma, she became the citizen of the UK. Fourth example, a girl was teased by a young man, full stop. She went to police station, full stop. Okay, V3 is teased. Teased by a young man, a girl went to police station. Don't forget to put comma after the first class. Okay, next, fifth sentence. Sindhu was trained by a coach, full stop. She became a famous player, full stop. Two sentences. So what is the third form of the verb trained? Trained. Trained by a coach, comma, Sindhu became a famous player, full stop. Again, another example. The teachers were instructed by the headmaster, full stop. They completed the syllabus in time. Here the subject is teachers, and here the subject is they, means teachers. So we begin the answer with V3, instructed. Instructed by the headmaster, comma, the teachers completed the syllabus in time. So this is how we combine two sentences, two independent sentences using past participle. In public examinations or in any test, whenever the students are asked to combine two sentences using past participle, definitely they will give one sentence in passive voice, another sentence is in other than passive voice. So you begin the answer with the passive sentence, remove the be form and avoid the subject, and start with V3, because we are asked to join or combine the sentences using past participle. So start your answer with V3 and put comma after the class. Then you take the name or the name of a person or the pronoun of the first sentence and continue the sentence. So this is all about past participle as to how to join, how to combine two sentences. I believe you have understood. Okay, please subscribe our channel English Victor. Thank you.